claim or something, nigga, you gonna get your ass kicked out with the other dirty niggas. You sound like you might, the niggas sound like they might be some dirty moves. It sound like they're in little shit. You hide in the background while everybody else fight, while everybody else dig and work. Your ass sit back and relax. That shit going out, that old Lion King ass shit where you got the lion, the male lion, he sit back and wiggle his balls while everybody go out and hunt and he come in and get the food. That shit is out. That shit is out. That's that yin and yang. That's that Piscean age fucking mindset. Where you got these niggas that want to do nothing, then that they gonna get a cut. That ain't happening no more, bro. You ain't getting no cut of our shit if you ain't helping us fight.
Mama said, if anybody talk about you, you ain't doing nothing worth being talked about.
That's right. That's right.
If you're doing something that's worth talking about, it's gonna be some people that's gonna try to tear you down every time.
Well, shit.
So I ain't worried about none of that. That shit don't. My skin thicker than that.
Yeah.
I'll tell a motherfucker where to get off at, and if he don't like it, I can show him the exit the hard way.
Yeah, you can get down or lay down. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm coming, man. I'm telling you.
So all them people that's over there with their shenanigans, and some of them still flipping at me with Freemasonic codes and shit, trying to get my attention. The long house to the big house to the short house, from the blue house to the red house. Now, for my people that want to get free from under this shit, remember who the fuck you is. You was already here. You didn't come on no slave ship. Them motherfuckers came, they saw, and they thought they was gonna conquer, and they got their ass handed to them at the end by one little old sorry ass nigga from out of Pontiac, Michigan.
Straight like that. Yeah, Raw, you really, with your help, I'm able to, the shit that I'm about to put out, Raw, I'm gonna change the game forever, bro. This is the end. Like Ben Diesel said, it ain't the beginning you want to worry about, nigga. It's the end now. So you had it.
That's called a grand finale.
I think that's how you say it, man. Do we cut off family that still want to debate the Jesus and religion story?
It depends on if you feel like entertaining that shit or not.
Okay.
The problem is you ain't pulled the Strong's Concordance out and showed them that Jesus is ISIS.
That's right. Go ahead, get them.
That shut down 98% of their argument. Now they got to accept the fact that the Christ that they looking for as a man, and why he always coming back cross-dressing is because it really wasn't a man, it was a woman.
The whole time. It says, YB, hey, I think he answers the question on that. Cracked heads and twist caps. We got WB. It says, what do you think about starting a new corporation this spring?
I don't think we should start any corporations until the new system come online. That's my opinion.
Yeah, corporation is really.
We see that the system is falling in real time. So there's going to be some upheaval. These banks is crashing. Why would you? It's a good time to make money during the recession, but it's a bad time to participate in the banking industry while it's falling.
Yeah.
That's like putting your money in to support the fall and lose your money in the process.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man, and that's it right there, man. We at the hey, this right here was another one, Rod. Like DJ Khaled say, another one. And like I say, if you came in late, you may want to roll this joint back, man, because Rod dropped a couple. I'm about to roll it back. He dropped a couple pieces in here that I'm gonna be able to take to add to my game, man. I'm telling you. Hey, Raw, it's like you like say I'm a basketball player, right? You like a coach, and I'm getting private training to brush my skills up. So I'm getting sharper and sharper every time I come on with you, man. Every time we go into the gym, and then I talk to you all the time, every day on the phone. I'll be getting my head cracked. So yeah, so it's this is good right here.
Hey, look,
yeah,
in these sessions we be doing, we be showing receipts, but when I don't got to go pull receipts, motherfuckers be thinking I'm making shit up.
Yeah,
because of how it be coming. They like, can't no one motherfucker know all that shit.
Those shit like you sent, Rod. You definitely sent. And we were supposed to meet, and I was supposed to get your information, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm telling you,
you know the head crack out of all of that shit I just said. I don't know half the shit Malachi know.
I know it. Hey, look, and we with you, but I think we connected through the wind, and then all you got to do is tap into the wind, and when you do that, Rod. You be talking sometimes. I say, ain't no fucking way, Rod know that, bro. It don't even sound like him talking. It sounds like some high power big mama is fucking making. This is it. This is it. That the big mama was talking right through you, saying, "This is what y'all need to know right now. This is it. This is your last shot. This is your chance to hear and know what's going on. This is it right here." I'm telling you, man. That's what I feel like. This, if you ain't got it after this, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I done told you who, what, when, where, why, and how. On both sides. From us, who sent me, why they sent me, where I came from, why I got involved, and how is all of these receipts we've been pulling.
It's game over, right? Man.
So I told you where they came from and what their job was, and I told you what our job was. We the great defenders.
Yep.
It's a galactic chess game, the game of the gods. Bobby Hemmett even talked about the game of the gods. Somebody sent me the clip not too long ago. I almost sent it to you, Elder.
Yep.
But the game of the gods is a plutocracy.
Okay.
Type that word in, plutocracy.
Okay. Yeah. We talked about it on the let me type it up. Go right here. Yeah, we talked about it on that tape, on the hologramic tape.
Yeah, the board games.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that already.
CRACY.
Oh yeah, there you go, right there. Like democracy, but with Pluto. Okay, I got you. Right here. Government, government by wealth. It's a system governed by wealth. A country's social government by wealth. An elite or ruling class of people worth power deprived from wealth.
Okay, now go to the images and pull up the board game.
Okay. Right here. It's the board game right here. Well, it's a soundtrack, but it look like the board game. How it look, the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. This is it. Actually, it right here. Here you go. Yeah, we did some magical tape.
What is he playing on the cover?
People, the masses.
What's the game you playing?
Oh, chess.
Yep.
Yeah. Against the
now look at the pieces again.
And the pieces is government officials, bankers, lawyers, doctors.
Right. So you playing chess with people. It's a movie everybody need to watch. It's called The History of the World by Mel Brooks. Type Mel Brooks History of the World. This came out in the early 80s, and it tell you the whole story of the switch out of the king and the government and all that.
Right here, this is what it look like. History of the World Part. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out. It's two movies I'm gonna check out. The Warrior movie that you talked about, and this movie. With the game banking movie that you said, I'm gonna go watch that movie. I ain't never seen it. So these some old joints. I like them old joints. I like them old classical joints.
Yeah, this was Gregory Hines' entrance into Hollywood as a major role player.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I'm gonna check this out.
That's just to keep you from dying early.
Yep. Hey, Sunrise Murdoch built the Stargate. Well, at least it was Murdoch and then Gazeta. They was the ones that was working on it. And but Enlil them got mad and bombed them. I'm gonna break that down on the next tape I'm about to put out on Anarchy 13.
Look, this is where the atomic bombs drop. Okay, the Mediterranean was the planet splitter. That was the Gandiva. That was the flat desert scape before the Gandiva. Because of that, once it backfilled from the Atlantic, from the Mediterranean, it started to flood into the underworld. It started flooding. So they blew Mount Vesuvius to plug in and patch up the hole.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, now the other atomic bombs, the later war, atomic war, two of them hit Africa. One hit in the west coast of Africa, and another one hit in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And you have what's called meteor glass as the side effect. With the same shit they found in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they found it, but it's thousands of years old in Africa.
Okay.
Right? And they make green glass jewelry out of it. Then you had one here in northern India, right? And you had one here in China.
Okay. Okay.
Who look like us but not us is they the everyday people, like the people you go to school with,
yep,
you at work with. So it's like, and are they aware who they are? Is they? I feel like now they just watching me.
Some of them know, but all of them don't.
So
just like us, some of us know who we are, but it's more of us that don't.
Another question I wanted to ask you too, like, are you able to do we make babies with them too? Like, are we able to have kids with them?
Sometimes, but sometimes they're not compatible with us genetically, and we be with them a long time, won't make no babies.
Okay then. You know, I was just questioning a few things. Man, I'll be checking you out though, man. I'll be, you know, I'm out here this I'll be listening to you. You be making a lot of sense.
For sure.
And then there's so much chaos and confusion out here, like on the streets of Chicago. So it's like, I be feeling like now, like that's probably where it be coming from. You know, people who just don't, you know, want to see us doing good.
Yeah, we always got they in our communities, and most of them play the Godfather in the community like he a big shot.
I can believe that. I definitely can believe that.
Them the same niggas that got rid of Larry and Angel Bay.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Like how the what's the other guy named? The police came in and killed him in his crib.
Go back and look at the paperwork. The nigga told him where he was at. It gave him a schematic of the house. They look like us, but they ain't us.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Cause I be like, you be having me question. I be wondering, is these same people the people I call my friends?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah,
all right, I'm about to go to the next caller.
I got you. Blessings.
All right. They all over the land, you know. Bunch of them look like us. These guys.
Oh my gosh! Holy! What's up, man? I got my headphones on. I hope you guys can hear me.
Sound good right now.
Okay. I got the fan going. Smoking. Yo, Rod. My birthday is November 10th, 1983. Some of the stuff you said resonate with me, and I'm sitting here and I'm putting things together, and it blows my freaking mind because I was a different kid growing up. I was a kid that got made fun of. I got the most boss ass in my family. But I love my mom. I love my dad, and I kind of moving different right now. So I don't talk to nobody. I'm by myself, but I got my wife and my kids, and that's my joy. That's what I crafted. And within the last couple months, shit just been hitting me. From one day just watching KRS-One and he's talking about conscious, and then the next day I'm seeing Brother 19 Keys and Billy Carson, and then just things are talking to me. But I use life. So if it comes in a video, I take it from a video. If it comes something thing, but I just moved different, and I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? But when you started to break down them motherfucking dirty Moors, the studying I did in school, like I was always getting in trouble as a kid. I went to a Catholic school. I'm in Canada. They're teaching me about some native stuff, and it didn't resonate with me. And I used to sit in the corner of the wall because I was that kid was like, nah, man, that ain't right. The history ain't right. But when you start putting it together, it was like, I was like, you know, man, this guy's thorough. Because there's not many people like you, Rod, who break it down in this generation to help people see it. Like the way you breaking people out and the way that you doing it, I don't know. I feel different with Scorpio, but there's certain things you say that is like, it puts me in a different frequency every time I watch your shit, because I'm like, oh, there's another key. There's another key. But it's like this feeling that I had that I can't explain, but I know it's like when I hear you with Chief Warhorse, even just today I was listening to some of her stuff. It was things that I needed to hear when I was 5 and 6, because I knew and I touched and I felt different. Yo, I had trouble in school. Like when you said you couldn't like read, yo, bro, I struggled through reading. I got my diplomas up here. I went to university. I don't know how I fucking got through that shit, because my reading and my writing was struggling, but I motherfucking fit that shit. Nobody was telling me I couldn't do it. How I got through it this far, yo, I came from nothing. I was poor as fuck. I'm like the only one who is like doing shit in my family. A lot of my family, like my cousins and shit, were spoiled growing up. I love them to death. I have so much love for them, but I got hurt too many times. And I just want to say it's like this hurt shit and not having family, like I had to even put blockages on my parents because I never really drew the line with them. I always just take, and I was like, yo, that's my parents. But now it's to the point where I was like, when you step in my family and you're trying to break up my family, that's all I got. And like, yo, my woman, I don't let nobody disrespect her, because at the end of the day, it's like my 2 girls' moms, that's what they're going to look like. They're going to look up to it. And my dad fucked up. I ain't going to fuck up as a man. So whatever I got to do to be a man, I had to change my shit around. So in the last 8 months, I was digging in deep of who I am. And it's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, but you have to stand.
That's where the Scorpio go to shed his exoskeleton and develop a different one. Remember, when you shed one life, you move into another life in this same lifetime. Your level of information determines how many times you shed when you go into your seclusion. But when you come out, you prepared to be both understanding, loving, respectful, and kind to your parents, but also knowing that that's my wife. Don't disrespect her, please. This is what we, you know, how we deal with each other like this. Da 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 da. You had a conversation from a place of love instead of a place of hostility. And
it's hard because
but you first have to develop yourself to where you Scorpio nature makes them have to see, because they'll sting the shit out somebody they don't mean to sting, but the venom's still there.
Always. And that's why cool, because I know when I say something, and my wife is like, you just tell it like it is. But like I just watch people. So for the loved ones, I'll take the shit. I always have. And like to this day, like, yo, when it was down to nitty gritty, I was always there for my mom. If I had to pay my mom's mortgage, I lived with my mom. I paid that shit. I hustled. I would do whatever it takes. To this day, they know I love. But when they disrespect my love, that's when it hurts. And I just got to a point I was like, they got to see me for who I am, because ain't nobody, I feel like in my family, I love them. Ain't nobody love them like how I love them, because I was willing, I feel like in the battle of life, I would do this over. Like if I had to save everybody in the world, that's who I was. And that's who I am, because there's a code you stand for, right? And when you say this shit, like people don't get thrown away like trash, man, I know how it feels. I've been homeless. I had nothing. I've been there. I've been in the dirt. I worked in homeless shelters. I love that kind of people. I drove streetcars down in Toronto. I've been spit on. I've been there. I took in shit because I love people. But I just got into a point where I was like, my mental health, I had to get that shit back. You know?
That's the hard part. The hard part for the Scorpio is to remember that if you don't take care of yourself, you will let the world deplete you so bad you won't be no good to you or nobody else.
No, because I feel too much.
So you have to, so you have to use what we call constructive selfishness. I want everybody in my family to be a millionaire. They don't see what I see, so I go out and get enough money so I can make us all millionaires. I can't wait on them to see what I see. I have to make the moves. I have to, you know, put stuff where it need to be in order for the rest of the clans to see what I see, and then we move. We didn't seize our assets. everybody that was oppressing us, assets has been seized.
Yeah.
Right. But a lot of people not familiar with the Indigenous Rights Act, so I have to rerun the Indigenous Rights Act script so that they can see it was all given back to us. We just have to use a certain process to get it.
I feel like I'm the only one in my family that knows that. Yo, I got Jamaican family. My dad's Jamaican, my mom's Guyanese. And they don't know that. And I've been telling them, and they know a bit, but it's a colonization is like fucking up the family. Like when you say there's certain energies, the enel energy, I seen that shit growing up as a kid in my house, right? I know what some of my uncles did to my aunties, and I know that shit. Nobody talks about it, but it burns them. But I'm like, I know everybody's life, not because I listened to gossip, it's because I had to hear it. And I kept it dear, and I know what everybody's gone through in my family. And I think I was always the black sheep, but I take it with pride. And now I take it where it's like, you have a mission